Okay, for about 10 minutes or so, I got We Are Change LA, who are just kicking butt. They've confronted General Richard Myers, Vice President Joe Biden, ex-CFR President Lindsey Glebe, LA County Sheriff Lee Baca, LAPD Chief Bratton 3 times, Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, CIA case officer Robert Baer, General Wesley Cart, Summer Redstone, CIA Director Michael V. Hayden, what an effeminate demon, Philip Shinnon, Representative Grace Napolitano, L.A. City Council Scott McClellan, Mike Revelle, Simon Wiesenthal Center, David Frum, Jane Harmon, Mitt Romney. They confronted the Simon Wiesenthal Center because they went before Congress and said anybody who's a 9/11 truth is a Nazi Al-Qaeda. We've got the video in Congress. They said architects and engineers for 9/11 truth hate Jews. Nothing to do. We don't talk about. They're the ones pushing anti-Semitism. And it makes people go, ooh, why are you covering up 9/11? It interjects it into it. That's coming up in about 5 minutes. I wanted to finish up with the caller, if he's still there. Who was I talking to? Bill in Connecticut? Okay, Bill, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
at any rate,
hold on just a second, though. Listen, it's not, ooh, Alex told me about secret surveillance blimps and now the news admits it. It's been admitted. It's just I go on national shows and they laugh at me and say, he believes there's big blimps. Everybody knows they're flying saucers. And I go, no, it's a government Homeland Security blimp. Here's the government purchase order. And the media laughs. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, no, I just found it amazing. I'm sitting there doing my laundry and I said, oh, my God, that's the same thing that was on Alex Jones' show. I was going, you got to be kidding. At any rate, there's one other thing I wanted to point out here today on today's MSNBC.com. Okay? The other story that you were talking about pertaining to the grandmother who was zapped by the cop in Austin.
Yes.
This is on. I'm looking at it right now. Today's MSNBC.com. They say here, great-grandmother dared the cop to tase her. So he did, and they have the film. It says, woman 72 refused to sign traffic ticket. An argument, and then a zap.
And then she finally submitted and said, I'll do it, and that's when he zapped her. And the mainstream media, they just released this 2 days ago. We were talking about weeks ago before they released it. And, of course, his story is not exactly what he said, and her story isn't exactly what she said. That's normally how it is. But the issue is the media loves it, legitimizing, look, tasering women for not signing tickets is good. And that message
is... That's excessive force, man.
Well, look, pretty soon they're going to line women up and blow their heads off. Right. And if the yuppies think that's going to get them some money, they'll do it.
Right.
So you got to worry about the government and then the sheep. The sheep are very dangerous.
Right. Well, the other thing I wanted to just mention real quick, when I called you the other week with when you had Jesse Ventura on, did I hear him correctly? Was he like selling out, sitting there saying, give me the post in Cuba so I can go down there and drink rum and smoke cigars and I'll do whatever you say? Was that what he was saying?
I didn't hear him say that. It's a joke saying I would love to be the first ambassador to Cuba.
Okay.
And yeah, in a way he's saying he's obsessed with scuba diving and the beach and surfing.
Sure.
And so the joke was
I want a job.
Yeah, he's saying no. It was in the body of discussion. It's all the connotation it's in. It's all how it's framed. He's saying we ought to open up Cuba. 50 years of sanctions is stupid. I'll be the first ambassador. So it was a joke, but I bet if he was offered it, he'd take it. Yeah, because he agrees with that policy. And I would tell Jesse take that post because then we'd have a 9/11 truther as the ambassador to Cuba, and we could have him on the show and get even more influence.
Right.
I don't think it's a sellout.
All right, no, that's cool. I just, when I was hearing that, I was like going, whoa, are you kidding? So,
well, I don't think he said I'm going to sell out. He said, give me the post in Cuba.
Right. Anyway, all right.
Well, we all know it's not going to happen, so let's not hold our breath.
There you go. Anyways, I'm going to send you some money for your money bomb, and keep up the good work. You're doing a hell of a job.
God bless you, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah. What is 30,000 times? What's 30,000 times 12? Or 30 times 12? What's 30 times 12? $360,000 a year in IT bills here at this office. $360,000. Over 20,000 of that is bandwidth, and then the 2 IT guys. Folks, I mean, I have to sit here and hustle just to, it's like a locomotive going towards the New World Order on the tracks, and I'm shoveling coal in. And so I end up spending my time trying to make the money to pay for websites getting millions of views a week, to pay to serve out, what's 150,000 free podcasts 6 days a week? What's 6 times 150,000? That's almost 1 million 4-hour podcasts. That costs a lot of money. I mean, that's where, I mean, literally, I've got a decent house and a decent car. It's a Chrysler car, nothing fancy, and that is that much of my money. I mean, eating decent food, taking care of my kids and my wife is that much. Here's the money this operation makes. Here's the money this operation makes. Here's the money I'm keeping. That's how I can get up here and ask for money. And then people say, on YouTube, man, he doesn't look like a televangelist asking for money. He looks sincere, because I am sincere. I'm sincerely waging war on the New World Order. I'm sincerely risking my life. I'm sincerely taking on the globalist. I'm sincerely breaking massive news story after massive news story. Infowars.com and prisonplanet.com are treasures. They are treasures because we can break major stories. You heard the caller earlier. I have no reason to doubt him saying a month ago he posted on their forum the VFW order to register all their firearms and old equipment for confiscation down the road by the BATF. And I'm sure he did. The point is, we got it, we put it out, now it's big. Whatever we put out ends up in the news because we do the research, we have the documents, we make the phone calls, we put it out, it breaks. Do you know the value of being able to warn people about federal and state legislation that's bad? There were people for weeks fighting this bill that had passed the House going to the governor's desk to be able to kidnap people's kids with no Fourth Amendment, with no judge, jury, order, nothing, without parents even being told ever. Just, where's my kid? I don't know. Snatch and grab like CIA and Abu Ghraib. Literal, snatch and grab type ops. They grab your kid, they're in a van, gone. We put that up Friday, and then it was all over the news and everywhere this week. I mean, literally, the Wall Street Journal is doing a big cover story on me. Psychology Today has a bunch of other big papers. And, of course, they're going to be hit pieces, but I can't turn them down because then, they'll just be their side. None of what I have to say will be in there. And they'll say Alex refused to be, talked to for this. But they're saying, why are you so big? Why is everybody talking about you? Why is there this buzz everywhere? And, folks, it is everywhere. I can go to Alabama. I can go to New York. I can walk into the first restaurant I go into. I can walk out on the beach in South Texas and people walk up. My uncle was telling me in East Texas that, and he doesn't go to the store but maybe once a week. He's a farmer and keeps the ranch up and things. And he said just everywhere he went, because there's a station 50 miles out or something that goes into that area, East Texas, an affiliate. And he said there's just buzz everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. I mean, folks, this radio show, the websites, the films, I'm going to We Are Changed in a moment. I'm sorry I'm late getting to them. This is all just absolutely amazing. And I know I babble. I know I stutter. I know I'm goofy. I know I act stupid. I know, but I'm real, folks. And I've got a good brain, and I understand what the enemy's doing. I understand what they're doing a lot better. I'm a lot better at that than my communication skills, which people seem to think are pretty good. I think they're not that good. And I get your criticisms. A lot of it's legitimate. I know. I'm a sorry excuse for a human being. But I'm doing the best I can.